and I'm a Curated Expert coming to you with the top 5 all-mountain women's carving skis. Just so you guys know, we're completely unsponsored and unaffiliated with any of these brands. So that means that these reviews we're giving you are totally unbiased, just our opinions of the skis. For our top 5 all-mountain carving women's category, in 5th place, we've got the Atomic Maven 86.
These skis are built with a Duracap sidewall, which can really help you dig into your turns. As you can see, they are rockered at the tip and a little bit camber underneath the foot.
That rocker right there on the tip is gonna make it a little bit easier for you to initiate your turns. And the camber keeps you feeling stable and a little bit poppy on the groomers. So even though it is a beginner kind of intermediate ski, I felt like I could do some pretty good carves on it.
You do short turns, short slalom turns, wide GS turns. These skis carve very well. I highly recommend these skis to somebody who is mostly carving. This ski is gonna be for the growing beginner or intermediate skiers. I would recommend this ski. This ski could honestly go anywhere on the country, probably majority East Coast, West Coast, people who are skiing less snowy conditions because they are 8,600 foot. These are going to excel on groomers. So if you do ski in the West, and you ski mostly groomers, then you could absolutely rip these.
In 4th place, we've got the K2 Mindbender 89 Ti. These are K2's intermediate advanced level women's ski. As a former racer, I really enjoyed how stiff it was, how well it performed on groomers. This ski has a Titanal Y-beam technology, which keeps it pretty stiff. It's not a super flexy, playful ski. If you're trying to go in the park, this isn't a ski for you, or if you're just cruising, this is definitely going to be a good ski for somebody who likes to go pretty fast and stick to the groomers. This was pretty quick edge to edge. It's a fairly narrow ski. It was really responsive and really had good edge hold. I felt good stability through the turn. Also in kind of the chop, it wasn't too bad. It held its edge pretty well on chunky snow. This wasn't too difficult to turn. I did take it in the trees, and I think it would be an appropriate ski for maybe an intermediate skier that likes to stick to the groomers and is maybe starting to explore the trees as well. It's got a pretty quick turning radius. I would not recommend this ski for a total beginner or an expert that wants something that's going to perform better in powder. I would recommend this ski to an intermediate or advanced skier that's looking for something that's going to do really well on groomers and maybe exploring some trees and a little bit of off-piste. Coming in 3rd place is the Headcore 91.
Head claims that this is a versatile all-mountain freeride ski. It's 91 underfoot, which is one of the more narrow versions of it. This was extremely responsive on the groomers. It held an edge really well.
It's super stiff, super strong, and super light. That's a big thing, is that it's a super durable, really strong, fast ski without being heavier. So these skis have a turn radius of 10 to 14 meters depending on the size, so that's pretty narrow. You can get these skis going in tight slalom turns, and then you can go all the way out into big GS carving turns, and they held an edge really well.
This ski is ideal for trees, it's ideal for groomers, it's ideal for bumps, it's ideal for most places on the mountain. The only place I probably wouldn't take this is in like a foot of powder.
So these skis, because they're so versatile, I would really recommend these skis to any intermediate skier who's looking to improve. I would say this is more of an advanced ski, but I think that if you are a progressive beginner or an intermediate skier who really wants to keep going with the sport, this would be a great option because you can really keep this ski until you're an expert and still rip them.
Our number 2 ski for women's all-mountain carving is the Blizzard Black Pearl 88.
This is the most popular women's ski out there. It's advertised as an intermediate advanced ski, but I really do feel like it's versatile enough that most anyone can enjoy it.
We took them on the groomers. They were great. They really excelled at short turns. And then we even took them in the trees and they held their own. They're not super wide, so I'd probably avoid too much deep snow with them, but I had a great time.
One of the cool features of these skis is called True Blend technology, which means in the varying lengths of the ski, the stiffness is going to be adjusted. So say you've got a 140 something for a really smaller female skier, those are going to be a softer ski than what you would find in the 170 version of the ski. I would not recommend these skis to somebody who's either looking for a playful terrain park type ski or maybe a freestyle freeride ski that's gonna hold up well in powder.
I would recommend these skis to mostly intermediate to advanced riders. Beginners looking to improve could totally handle this. They might be a little bit hard to get used to at first, but it's definitely a ski that could stick with you for the long run.
I'd recommend these for anyone in most parts of the country if you're sticking to groomers. They'd be a good daily driver for somebody on the East Coast for sure.
And our absolute favorite for women's all-mountain carving is the Volkl Kenja 88.
So there are 3 primary changes of the Volkl Kenjas this year: tailored Titanal frame and a tailored carbon tip. They also have a shorter turn radius than in years prior. Really easy to control at speed. As I said, these skis are chatter-proof, and I agree with that. They felt really great at high speeds. These skis are really good for all over. Like, I wouldn't say that these skis are just good for the West. I wouldn't say these skis are just good for the East because they're just groomer bulldozers. They really are great for a skier looking for something just to rip up groomers, or you could go as slow or as fast as you want on these skis, which is why they're really cool. I would say beginners should avoid these skis. This is a burlier groomer ski, so it's not going to be as light and nimble and responsive as some other beginner options, but a lot of beginner options don't offer that progression. These skis, again, are going to be, you would be able to stick with these skis until you're an expert. I would recommend these skis to an intermediate to expert skier. What's cool about these skis is that they reward aggression, which means that if you're an intermediate skier, you can go as slow or as fast as you want. You'll be able to keep these skis for as long as you want to progress.
Did your skis make that list? Let us know in the comments. If there's any skis that you didn't hear about that you want to hear us talk about, let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more content from Curated. If you'd like some help finding the perfect ski setup for you, hit that link in the description to get connected with myself, Hayden, or any of our other awesome Curated ski experts.